Hi and welcome to today's class. So today's class is going to take about 10, maybe 15 minutes. We're going to do a little bit of gentle movement, so moving through the spine, mobilising the body a little bit just to release some of the tension that might have accumulated throughout your day. This is just a great 10 to 15 minutes when the weather's really warm, as I'm filming this at the moment. The UK is having such a big sort of heat wave, so it is great for warm evenings or before bed, or just any time you're not really looking for a strong practice, but you might want 10 or 15 minutes just to move your body a little bit. We're actually not going to come to stand. We're just going to think more about those mindful movements, seated, all fours, and then laying down on our backs. I'm actually sitting on a little blanket today, so if you'd like to have one of those, then you can. And I have got my yoga blocks for when I come to all fours, but you do not need to have either of these props. You can still do this movement without. So we are going to start seated today. I'm in a cross-leg position. Appreciate that this isn't a comfortable seat for everybody. If you are elevated on a cushion or a blanket, that does help the hips. If you want to, though, you could take your legs long, you could bring the soles of the feet together and take the knees wide and have the hands on the legs. Whatever's a comfortable position for you, just mobilise, sort of do a little bit of mobility through the spine and some gentle twists. So coming into your seat, just to arrive for a moment, perhaps you would like to close down your eyes or just soften your gaze. I will guide you through this practice. Just let the elbows soften a little bit, let the shoulders soften and let your face soften. Just take a couple of rounds of breath in and out as you're sitting in this seated position, feeling your sit bones grounding down, either into the ground or the blanket or the pillow that you might be sitting on. Take one more breath there. And then when you're ready, you're going to place your right fingertips or hand out to the side, just beside your hip. You're going to reach the left arm up, take a nice inhale, and then exhale, side bend over to the right. You might bend your right elbow a little bit. And then inhale through center, the left hand will come down to the side, reach the right arm up. Take a nice inhale and then exhale, side bend over. Doing another one just like that, so that right hand down, lift up and over, open that side body. Inhale through center, exhale, right arm up and over. One more each side, right hand down, lift up, still sitting in those sit bones as you reach up and over. Inhale and then exhale. Coming back to center, we're going to interlace the hands behind the head. The elbows stay out nice and wide. Just let the chin tuck down to the chest slightly, lengthen out the back of the neck. As you inhale, you're going to sit up nice and tall. Your chest is going to lift up a little bit more. And then exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest, the elbows come together. So inhale as you open and lift. And then exhale as you round through the spine, like creating that C shape. And then inhale as you come up. So moving through that, you might notice that you're just rocking forwards and backwards on those sit bones at the base of the pelvis. So gliding forwards and back, a little bit like being on a swing. As you extend and open and then flex and round. Getting that mobility for the spine. Take one more. And then release the hands down. We're going to take a little twist now. So your right hand will come to your left knee. Start to turn to the left. The left hand comes behind you, perhaps on your fingertips. Sitting up nice and tall, you're going to take a little look over the left shoulder. Take a nice inhale for length. And then exhale, release. One more there. Inhaling. And exhaling. Coming back through center, left hand onto the right knee. Start to turn to the right hand comes behind, perhaps on the fingertips, sitting up nice and tall. Look over that right shoulder, take an inhale, and exhale. So we're trying not to round in the spine, we're trying to sit up nice and tall, all the way from that tailbone to the crown of the head. Last breath. And then back to centre. Now we're going to come up and over onto all fours. I'm going to use my blocks here. So my hands are going to come onto my blocks. So shoulders over wrists, knees underneath those hips, keeping the back of the head lifted. We're going to sweep our feet to the left. You're going to step your right foot on the diagonal. And then sweep your right arm up. Push down with that left hand, lifting that left side waist as you reach those right fingertips up. Then right hand down, right knee down. Sweep your feet to the right. Step that left foot on the diagonal. Push down with that right hand to sweep that left arm up. Just holding there, feeling that expansion across the chest. Left hand, left knee down. And again, feet sweep to the left, step on the right, reach that right arm up. So make it a bit more fluid. Right hand down, right knee down. Sweep the feet to the right, step that left foot, reach. And then hand and knee down. One more each side. So sweep to the left, step the right, reach. And down. Last one, just getting that nice thoracic rotation. And down. Bringing that knee down, take those blocks to one side. Coming into child's pose, so take your knees wide, big toes touch, sink your hips back, pad those hands forward and release the head, perhaps down to the ground. You could always grab a yoga block if you would like and place your forehead on the yoga block. Wherever you are, just let your head rock from side to side, massaging out the front of the forehead. We get a lot of stress and tension in this area. So having a yoga block to do this on is actually really nice. And then getting rid of that block, hands under the shoulders to come up. We're going to come over onto our backs. I am going to take my blanket for my head because I don't often have a blanket in my practice, and I'm going to make the most of it today. So coming to lay down on your back. Soles of the feet are going to be on the floor, knees up towards the ceiling, hands just run down by your sides. Just take a couple of rounds of breath in and out here, just expanding wide and broad into your ribs. Just tucking your chin into your chest, slightly lengthen out the back of the neck. Feel the back of the skull on the ground, feel both your shoulder blades and the back of your pelvis, so where your sacrum is, all those natural curves of your spine. Feeling the feet just planting evenly down into the floor. We're going to mobilise our spine a little bit more now, so you're going to lengthen the tailbone towards the heels, push into the soles of the feet and just peel your spine up one vertebra at a time into a low bridge. Just pause at the top and then slowly lower back down. Again, one vertebra at a time, so go nice and slowly with that. When you land at the bottom, just release just slightly and then lengthen the tailbone again and peeling up. So inhale as you come up, exhale as you roll back down. Getting that mind, body, breath connection. Just starting to feel back into your body. Notice how the spine is feeling. Perhaps you've been sitting all day. You might have been in a car, at a desk, or even if you have been more active, sometimes doing repetitive movement over and over again can cause sort of restrictions in the body as well. So just notice how the spine feels in this movement. Take one more there. And then lower back down. We're going to keep the right foot on the floor. You're going to take the left leg long. Let it land on the mat and then take the arms out into a big T position. So the palms are facing up towards the ceiling. Arms in line with the shoulders. And then from there, we're going to go into like a little twist. So you're going to push through your right foot, Start to roll onto your left side. Your right hand will reach towards your left hand, and then try and reach your right fingertips beyond your left fingertips. Then let your body just roll back and reach that right arm long. So push into the right foot, roll onto the left side. Reach, just protract your shoulder, that right shoulder as you reach further, and then rolling back. So getting that nice movement going. A gentle roll, gentle little twist that you're getting. And go with your breath. So inhale and then exhale as you roll, and then inhale coming back. So close your eyes or soften your gaze as you do this movement. Just let it feel nice in the body. Taking one more there. And then taking that arm long, switch your legs so the left foot is down, the right leg is long. And then from there, pushing into that left foot, roll to the right side, reach your left fingertips beyond your right fingertips, and then rolling back. So reaching as you roll, protract your shoulder, feel it pull away from your spine, and then rolling back. Taking that nice and steady and slow, feeling all the sensations in your body. As you do this movement, this mindful movement, taking one more now. And then coming back. Bring both knees into your chest. Have a little rock from side to side. And then from there, land that left foot down. You're going to take your hands behind your right thigh. Let that right leg, that right foot just drop down for a moment. And then from there, you're going to extend your leg up to the ceiling and flex your toes to your face. Then point your toes and re-bend your knee. So straighten and flex, point and re-bend. So keep going with that movement, that nice flex of the toes to the face and that point of the foot as you come down. Just getting a little bit of a stretch for the backs of the legs. Just freeing the feet up a little bit as well. So spread your toes. And then the next time you come up, just flex that foot and then roll your ankle. So just rolling the ankle in one direction and then the other. And again, spread your toes. See if you can see light in between your toes. And then lower that foot down. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Let that foot feel heavy. And then straighten that left leg, flex the toes to the face, then point the toes, re-bend. So straighten, flex, notice how this leg feels, especially when you flex those toes to your face, feel that pull down the calf. Nice work. And then next time, come up, flex the toes to the face, and then do those ankle rolls. So spread those toes. You might have had your feet in shoes all day, so get some movement in your feet. Go in the opposite direction. And then release that foot down. And again, you're going to take your feet now as wide as your mat, and your knees are up to the ceiling. Take the arms out into a big T, palms up towards the ceiling. Let your knees drop to the left, take your gaze to the right. And then bring those legs up and over to the right, and then take your gaze to the left. And then just go from side to side, your knees going in one direction, your head going in the other. Just using your core to help bring those legs up and over. Again, just closing down your eyes or softening your gaze, getting that nice bit of movement from side to side. Getting into your hips and again getting into the spine as well. So a bit of mobilization there. Take one more each side. And again, bring those knees back into the chest. Have a little hug and a rock from side to side. Last little thing that we're gonna do, take hands onto your knees. Straighten the elbows so the knees go away from you slightly. And then from there, keeping the knees together, you're going to start to draw circles with your knees. So now using the arms just to bend the elbows and bring those knees in, and then push and straighten the elbows as you go away from you. So we're just circling around the perimeter of the sacrum here. Nice, steady and slow in and out breaths. And then go in the opposite direction. So notice how this feels on the back of the pelvis. For some people, their sacrum, it can be quite tender at spots. So just being mindful of that. Taking one more there. And then let those feet come down to the ground. Knock those knees together and just heel toe your feet out. A little bit more to the edges of the mat. And again, just take the arms out, palms facing up to the ceiling. So our knees are knocking together. Just getting a little bit of a broadening for the back of the pelvis when we're in this internal rotation with our thighs. Take a full breath in and out. Just noticing now how your breath's feeling, perhaps just how your body's feeling after just a small little bit of movement. Sometimes we don't need anything too strong. Something is better than nothing. So perhaps just keeping your legs in this position as you take one hand over the other at the heart center. Just feeling your breath rising and falling in your hands, and just giving yourself a moment of thanks just for showing up. Whether that might be because it's super warm, might be because you're just not feeling 100%. We just want something a little bit slower. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, from my heart to yours. Namaste.